One morning, Anna, a care lead, found Mr. Lee in his room. The room was cold. Mr. Lee was sitting quietly. Anna saw a dark bruise on his arm. He looked afraid and would not make eye contact. He did not want to speak when she asked if he was all right. This was not like him. Mr. Lee was usually cheerful. Anna felt a deep sense of worry. She knew something was wrong. Her training told her she must act straight away. She needed to find out more, but she had to do it carefully. She had to protect Mr. Lee. A colleague later mentioned another concern. They said Mr. Lee had missed several meals that week. This was also unusual for him. The colleague had overheard a family member talking about money problems. They worried that this family member might be taking money from Mr. Lee's account. The facts started to build a troubling picture. It was not just one thing. It was a collection of small changes. This simple case shows why we must always watch and listen. It highlights the core of our work in care. We are there to support people. We are also there to keep them safe from harm. The case of Mr. Lee is a clear example of potential neglect and financial abuse. It shows how one person's observation can be the first step in protecting someone. It also demonstrates how important it is for care staff to follow the rules. These rules are not just about paperwork. They are a lifeline for adults at risk. They guide us on how to act correctly and work with others. Anna's feelings of concern were valid. Her professional duty was clear. She needed to act fast, but also calmly and methodically. This story is a starting point to understand our responsibilities. It is a reminder that safeguarding is everyone's business. We must all know how to spot the signs of abuse. We must all know how to act on those signs. We must all know who to tell. The law in England is very clear. It states that all adults at risk have a fundamental right to live a life free from harm and abuse. The Care Act 2014 is a key piece of legislation. It places a duty on local authorities to make inquiries if they believe an adult is at risk, abuse, neglect. This law is the foundation of our safeguarding work. It tells care services that we must actively look for signs of harm. It also demands that we take steps to prevent harm, stop harm wherever we find it. Our duty is not passive, it is an active responsibility. Alongside the law, there are national guidelines. These are published by organizations like the Social Care Institute for Excellence. They explain what good practice looks like. They provide detail on how to apply the law in real-life situations. But it does not stop there. Local councils create their own specific rules. Health trusts create their own specific rules. These are called local safeguarding policies and procedures. These local rules are vital. They tell you exactly what to do in your area. They list the correct people to contact, the timescales you must follow. Every care worker must know and follow both national and local guidance. In your day-to-day work, these laws and rules are not just abstract concepts. They shape every action you take. They are the framework that ensures we provide safe and effective care. You must take the time to read and understand the safeguarding policy at your place of work. You must know who the designated safeguarding lead is. This is the person you go to with your concerns. You must be trained in how to make a formal report. This includes knowing what information to include, how to record it accurately. Keeping clear records. Keeping factual records. Keeping calm records is an essential part of the process. Most importantly, we must always remember the person at the center of the concern. Our actions must be person-centered. This means we must consider the person's wishes, feelings. Where it is safe and appropriate, we should explain what we are doing, why. We should use simple, clear words that the person can understand. We aim to support them in making their own choices. The goal is to protect the person from harm, uphold their right to make decisions about their own life. This balance is at the very heart of good safeguarding practice. As a care worker, your safeguarding responsibilities are clear and direct. Your primary duty is to keep people safe. This means you must be vigilant. You must know the signs and symptoms of abuse. You must know the signs and symptoms of neglect. This knowledge is not optional. It is a core competency of your role. Watch for changes in physical appearance. Watch for changes in behavior. Watch for changes in mood. Listen carefully to what they say. Listen to what they do not say. Listen to concerns from colleagues. Listen to concerns from family members. Listen to concerns from friends. Your observations are the first line of defense against harm. Know exactly what to do if you suspect or witness abuse. Follow your workplace's safeguarding policy without deviation. Your policy will tell you the immediate steps to take. The policy will name who you must report to. Report to your line manager. Report to the safeguarding lead. Make this report promptly. Delay can put a person at greater risk. When you make a report, stick to the facts. Describe what you saw. Describe what you heard. Describe when it happened. Avoid offering opinions or making assumptions. Your job is to report the facts clearly. Knowing the signs and symptoms of abuse is a non-negotiable skill for anyone working in care. Abuse is not always obvious. It can take many different forms. Physical abuse might be the easiest to imagine. Unexplained bruises, cuts, burns, fractures. But other types are just as harmful. Emotional abuse can cause a person to become withdrawn, fearful, anxious, depressed. They might stop engaging in activities they once enjoyed. You might notice a change in their personality. These subtle shifts are significant red flags that should never be ignored. Financial abuse is another common form of harm. Look for signs like unpaid bills when the person should have enough money. Notice if personal belongings or cash go missing from their room. Be alert if a new person suddenly enters their life and takes a keen interest in their finances. Neglect is the failure to provide necessary care. Poor personal hygiene, weight loss, untreated medical issues, living environment that is cold living environment that is dirty living environment that is unsafe. All these signs tell a story. It is our job to read that story and act on it. If you suspect abuse or if a person tells you they are being harmed, your response is crucial. Your first priority is to ensure the person is safe right now. If they are in immediate danger, you must call the emergency services 999 without delay. If there is no immediate danger, listen carefully to what the person is telling you. Stay calm. Do not show shock or disbelief. Use simple, open questions to let them talk, but do not press them for details or investigate the matter yourself. Your role is to listen and record, not to investigate. Crucially, you must not promise to keep secrets. This can be difficult, especially if the person asks you to. You should gently explain that you have to tell someone to help keep them safe. Reassure them that you are on their side. After the conversation, you must immediately record what was said. Use the person's own words as much as you can. Note the time, note the date, note the place of the disclosure. Then you must report your concerns to your designated safeguarding lead according to your workplace policy. Acting calmly, clearly, and correctly is the best way to help. Recording your concerns is a critical step. Keep a written record of everything. This record should be detailed. This record should be accurate. This record should be objective. Write down the date. Write down the time. Write down the location. If someone disclosed something, write their exact words. Note who was present at the time. Sign and date your entry. These notes can become vital evidence in a safeguarding inquiry. They help build a clear picture for the safeguarding team and other agencies. You have a duty to cooperate with any safeguarding process that follows your report. You may be asked to provide more information. You may be asked to attend meetings. Share information appropriately and professionally. Share with social workers. Share with police officers. Share with healthcare professionals. Once you have a concern, you must follow your local reporting procedure exactly. This process ensures information reaches the right people quickly and safely. Your first step is to inform your line manager, inform your organization's safeguarding lead. This should be done as soon as possible. A verbal report is often the first step, but it must be followed up with a written report. Your written report should be factual and concise. It should detail your observations. It should record any disclosure made to you. This creates a formal record that can be acted upon. Sometimes you may feel your concerns have not been taken seriously. Perhaps you reported the issue, but you have seen no action being taken. In this situation, you have a duty to escalate. That means taking the matter to a more senior person. Speak to a more senior manager within your organization. or contact your local authority's adult safeguarding team directly. The contact details for this team should be clearly displayed in your workplace. Do not be afraid to go above your line manager if a person remains at risk. If normal channels fail and nothing is being done, you may need to whistleblow. Whistleblowing, or reporting outside your normal management line or outside your organization. This is a protected act. The law protects whistleblowers from unfair treatment or losing their job. Your organization will have a whistleblowing policy that explains how to do this. Contact a senior director, contact a trustee, or contact a designated whistleblowing officer. You can also raise concerns with an external body. This could be the Care Quality Commission, CQC, or speak to a professional body or a trade union. Whistleblowing is a very serious step. It is for when people are at risk and internal systems have failed. It provides a final safety net. It empowers you to act when serious wrongdoing is ignored. Your courage in speaking up can protect people from significant harm. Effective safeguarding is never done in isolation. It almost always requires working in partnership with other agencies. When a concern is raised, it may lead to a formal inquiry led by the local authority. This process will likely involve social workers, a team from the council, healthcare professionals such as nurses or doctors, and sometimes the police. Each organization has a specific role and legal responsibility. Your role as a care provider is to cooperate fully with this team. This means sharing information, attending meetings, contributing to a safety plan for the person. Supporting the person at risk throughout this process is essential. A safeguarding inquiry can be stressful and confusing for them. You must keep them informed about what is happening using language they can understand. Offer them choices where possible and always respect their views and wishes. This is central to a person-centered approach. Practical support can also make a huge difference. This could be as simple as arranging transport to a meeting or ensuring they have a trusted friend or advocate with them. Throughout, you must protect their privacy and dignity. It is also vital to support your colleagues. Dealing with a safeguarding issue can be emotionally draining and stressful for staff. As a manager or team leader, create a calm, open environment where staff feel safe to talk. Praise staff who raise concerns correctly. Reinforce that speaking up is the right thing to do. After a difficult incident, check in with the staff involved. Offer them a break or a chance to talk through their feelings. Provide support with writing reports to ensure they are accurate and factual.